especially with the indigos too, is the more we just allow ourselves to be who we are and allow people to be who they are, we invite them to change. We give them permission to shift.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the thing. It's really easy for an indigo to go, oh, stop judging me, don't make me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And then they take it on and then they start to feel it. Instead, stay true to who you are and invite another possibility for them. And if they don't choose it, you're not there to make them choose it. You're just there to be you and be the invitation.
And people's fears keep them clinging to false beliefs.
Exactly. It's sort of
Yeah.
like building a house on a foundation that's an illusion. It's a hologram.
Mm-hmm.
And most people are building their entire reality
Mm-hmm.
on a hologram. And they're holding on to it. And it doesn't work. It doesn't work. And that's what we're bringing awareness to, is that this reality that you have your life on, it's not even yours. It's someone else's. Since 80 to 90% of our thoughts are not ours, actually more towards 99% of our thoughts are not ours, thoughts, feelings, and emotions. So if we're basing it on other people's realities, we're actually plagiarizing somebody else's life instead of having our own.
So this is what I was talking about last week about passive participation. We are just acting, reacting, responding, and existing in beliefs that they're not even ours.
That's one of the most powerful things I've ever
Right,
heard.
so this is why we want to be neutral to other people's energy, and we want to be proactively creating our own energy, because if we do that, then all the people out there, they will be responding to our governed positive energy, and they will always seek the higher vibration.
Mm-hmm.
Or would be repelled by it completely.
Right.
Or move out of the field. They will either yearn for it, seek it, be attracted to it, and come towards it. And if for some reason they can't shift in it, allow them to leave your field without judgment. And just know that when they're ready, when they can have the capacity to shift their consciousness, they will come back in and seek it from you or somebody else. But to allow them to leave without judgment. So Audubon and I have been talking about our children, our dog, our staff in both of our companies, and just in the last couple of days we've been saying, how do we shift and change? And that is to give guidance without judgment. And so create what you want. So I wanted to share with you something I wrote down my journal. There's some of the most amazing things, and I don't have a lock on it. So anybody's welcome to find this. But I was at Laguna Beach the other day, Tuesday I think, and I have a morning routine where I take Selena to school, and I stop into Starbucks and I get my tea and I sit on the main beach there, and very often see dolphins feeding. But I wrote these down, and after I wrote these down, I went for a walk, and there was 7 dolphins in a pod, which I knew they had given me this energy. There's usually 1 or 2, but on that particular day there was about 7 of them, and they were really close to the shore. And they gave me these messages. Create the things that are missing rather than scornfully pointing out their absence. Tap into your own personal resources to support the team effort rather than drawing on the energy of others to reduce your own efforts. Decide that no job is too small or too beneath you. If it exists, there is honor in doing it. Avoid personal drama. Engage in team time. Take pride in your work. Feel it is important. Isn't that beautiful?
Look, Marcus. Dropped on the floor.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
That was a gift from Pearl.
Yeah, because so many times we don't realize it until we're awakened, but in looking back, I can see how I lived a lot through others' expectations of what they thought, or what I thought they wanted me to be.
I mean, the most impactful part of that channeling was create that which is missing, rather than scornfully noticing its absence. And I've been using that. Every time I find myself saying, this isn't happening, that isn't happening, this person isn't doing this, I'm now catching myself and saying, well, what do I want to create? And it happens. That is how powerful our thoughts are when you get into that pure state of knowing and trusting and believing that you can create anything, and you create it with positive, loving, generative energy. The universe responds. It's quantum physics. It has to. It's not that it's a request that it has to fill. This is not a fulfillment center. It is something that you are creating. Energy gets created. It must respond. So I'd like to close today, and Adawan's going to pass around the plates for us. And as we go into a closing prayer, I'd like you all to just think about everything that we shared with you today, and recognize now that when you meet somebody who's under 30, recognize how incredibly sensitive they are, that they are not in our old thinking, that they represent the new era that's being ushered in, and how beautiful that is, and how grateful we are to them for being here. And when you see these young children in peril, recognize the support that they need, and it's not the way that we got supported. We just got guidance. They need something completely different.
Need more allowance. More allowance to be.
Are there no indigos over 30?
Oh no,
Well, there are.
Oh yeah,
There are.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, I have indigo energy in me,
oh, okay.
but there's the wave
Okay.
that came in, started, and so there's the huge wave of those that came in. Most of them are around 30. We have 4 that are age range 26 to 17, and let's say our younger one is kind of an indigo crystal cusp. She goes back and forth between the two. So how many people have raised indigo children here as children, grandchildren? Yeah. Yes. Both.
Can I ask you a question about animal vibrations and how indigo children tune into the animal vibrations?
Well, let's do
Are
our
they on the
do our
same
closing
level?
prayer. Yeah,
Are
I want to do
they-
our closing prayer. Then we can
Okay.
do that afterwards. So as we generate generosity, as we contribute to a universe that contributes to us, I'll say our closing prayer of Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, and you can just kirtan and repeat after me.